Good morning, my dear students. Welcome again to the Google Classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School. So now we have finished from the textbook Beehive, Unit 1 and Unit 2, Unit 3 and Unit 4. We have done the chapter A Truly Beautiful Mind in the last class. There is a poem also included in that unit, The Lake Isle of Innisfree. According to the CBSE syllabus update, that poem is deleted for this year. So we can say that from Beehive text we have completed Unit 1 to 4, and from the Moments text we have finished chapters 1 and 2. Again, according to the CBSE syllabus update, the third chapter, which is Ishwaran the Storyteller, is also deleted. So we have completed the June-July portions for this academic year. So let's do one thing. Let's just give a rest to our textbooks and do a little revision on the writing section and the grammar portions. So these are all things which you have studied in your previous classes. Nothing very much new here. We are just going to revise it thoroughly and clearly so that we are getting the maximum marks in your writing and grammar section. Okay, dear children, let's start. So we will start today with the letter to the editor. In your writing section, letter to the editor, we will start now. So for general awareness, let me tell you about why we are writing letters to the editor. Now, letters to the editor are strictly formal and official letters. Okay, why are we writing letters to the editor? Letters to the editor are written to address a social or a public issue. Now, for example, there is a problem of dowry, or there is a problem of road accidents increasing in your area. So these kinds of public or social problems we are informing through the newspaper. Why are we informing through the newspaper? Because through the newspaper we get public attention. These kinds of problems which is there in our society, in our neighborhood, in our city or in our country, when the concerned authorities are not taking proper action or there is a delay in the action taken by them, by generating or creating public attention and public opinion, these matters will be quickly looked into and taken care of by the government authorities. So that is what we are trying to do by writing a letter to the editor. We are trying to find solutions for these problems through mass attention. So letters to the editor are strictly official and formal letters. Now, the language that you are using in these letters, because it is strictly official, it also has to be formal language. You cannot use any of your personal statements or personal dialogues in those letters. Very official. There is a strict format and a strict method of language to be used in these letters, because the public is going to read it. The government officials are going to read it. So the language should be very neat, clean and official language it should be. So those kind of language should be used over there. No abusive language to be used. No uncultured language to be used. No personal language to be used. Is it clear? So now you have understood why we are writing letters to the editor. Let us now go through the format of the letter. Okay, very important, the format. It's an official letter, so there is an official format for it. That format has to be followed. How do we start a letter? We start a letter from the left side margin. In your answer sheet, there is a margin. And on the left side, you will start your letter. First, you will start with the sender's address. On the left margin, you will start with the sender's address. Who is the sender? If I am writing, I am the sender. When you are writing, you are the sender. Okay, sender's address, my address or your address. When you are writing, you will start with your address. Now, what do we write in the sender's address? Strictly, you will not write your name. Your name should not be mentioned. You will directly start with your house name. Okay, whatever your family name is, whatever your house name is, you will start with that, and then the place. That is only what is required. Your house name and your place. Enough. Okay. Next, you leave a line. After leaving one line, you will write the date. The date also should be written in a very particular format. You cannot write 14/4/2021 or 16/7/2020. It is not like that. The month should be mentioned in full, like April, June, July, August, September. That month should be mentioned. You cannot put the number over there. So it is 16 July 2020, 13th March 2021. So this is the format for writing the date. Very strictly to be followed. Then what do? Then we leave a line, and then we write the receiver's address. Who is the receiver? Here the receiver is the editor. Okay, now in the receiver's address there has to be 3 lines. Very strictly 3 lines should be there, one after the other. First is the designation. Designation means the job position. Who are we writing the letter to? We are writing the letters to the editor. So what is the position? Editor. That is the position that he is holding. That person may be Mr. Sinha, Mrs. Managa, anybody. We are not bothered about the name of the person. We are only concerned about the designation or the job position. So the editor. After leaving one line after date, you will write the editor. Always you have to start with the editor. Then next line is the name of the newspaper you are sending this to. Any newspaper's name you can use over here. Times of India, Deccan Chronicle, The Hindu, The Manorama, The Madhrubhumi. Any newspaper's name can be mentioned over here, but a newspaper's name should be mentioned. After that, you write the name of where this newspaper's office is located. You can write the name of any major city. Thrissur, Ernakulam, Delhi, Bombay, Pune, Calcutta, any place you can use over there. So first the designation, then the name of the newspaper, third the place. This forms the receiver's address. Now again, when you are writing the place, this is common sense that when you are writing it, definitely you will be addressing it to the newspaper which is there in your neighborhood or in your city. So suppose if you are writing a letter from Thrissur, the sender's address, if you have put it as Thrissur, common sense is that the receiver's address should also have Thrissur. Okay? Next, now you have given the sender's address, you have given the date, you have given the receiver's address. Again, you leave a line and write the subject. So you have to write subject, the word subject, put a colon and write the topic of the issue that you are going to write. The topic should only be in 3 to 4 words. In the question paper, the question will have a detailed problem will be given to you. You need not write the full question in your subject. From that, pick out the main and important words and write only those important words over there. Increasing number of road accidents. Frequent electricity failures in our neighborhood. rash driving of youngsters. Like this, to the point, precise, brief. 3 to 4 words only, the subject. Clear? Then you leave a line and then put the salutation. Salutation means what? The greeting. There is no need to put hi sir, dear sir, all those kinds of things is not required. Official letter, so you can start directly with sir. S-I-R, sir, put a comma and that's it. That's only required. All these things are coming on to the left margin. You are not leaving the margin when you are writing this and strictly following the left side. Clear? I need not repeat that again and again. So you have written sir. Then comes the body of the letter or the main content of the letter. Okay, you are writing the content. You will divide that into paragraphs. Each paragraph will start after leaving a line, and that format has to be maintained. I will discuss about the content in detail, but let me just complete the format. So that becomes the content, and after that what will you write? The last is the closing sentence, complimentary close it is called. So again, towards the left side of the margin, your complimentary close is thanking you, nothing else. No how warm regards and thanks, nothing like that. Thanking you is your complimentary close. After thanking you, just below that you will write your name, signature, and if you are working for any important organization, you can put that name of that organization and designation over there. It is not compulsory, but name and signature is important. Clear? So this is the format of the letter. Now let us move to the content of the letter. How do we write the content of the letter? There should be 3 paragraphs for the content of the letter. Okay, the first paragraph is the introduction. Introduction includes the problem that you are going to describe in your letter or explain in your letter. Okay, so you are introducing that problem in your introduction. The second paragraph is you are giving the details about the problem. The problem might be a problem that is well aware or by everyone, but still you are giving some details about that problem. Clear? Then in that same paragraph you will include solutions for that problem. Okay, you are not simply creating awareness or generating mass attention for this problem. As a responsible citizen of India, you are supposed to suggest, like I said, letters to the editor, we are trying to solve problems, we are not trying to create more problems. So suggestions from your side need not be necessary that they should take your suggestions, but as a sensible and intelligent citizen of India, a responsible citizen of India, you are providing suggestions for this problem so that India is getting developed. That is the main idea of writing a letter to the editor. So solutions, compulsory solutions should be given. 1 or 2 solutions is a must. If solutions are not given, marks will be deducted from the content part. Clear? So you are explaining the content and you are explaining the solution or giving the solution. Then last paragraph is your conclusion paragraph. Here you are expressing your hope and trust in the public and the concerned authorities that this problem will get solved. Okay, so this is how your ending is going to be. Now let me again come back to the main content part. How much should you explain the problem? Now you might be thinking that we have to write paragraphs and paragraph explaining the problem. You might have lots to explain about the problem. It could be road accidents, it could be dowry system, it could be increasing number of female feticide. anything. It could be any problem. You might have lot of things to explain. You need not go for elaborate explanations in your letter. Explanation of the problem can be for 2 to 3 sentences. That is enough. More than enough it is. So around 3 sentences of explanation of the problem and 1 or 2 solutions you are giving. So altogether, let us say 6 to 7 sentences, your main part of the letter. That is more than enough for explaining a letter. Is it clear?